Here's a few stars who could play Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 2. Now, let's start here. In the Mortal Kombat games, Johnny Cage toes the line straight up between primary protagonist and comic relief character. I ain't gonna lie, he is among Raiden's best Earthrealm warriors and possesses impressive fighting skills, but his movie star persona leads to some of the franchise's sillier moves and fatalities. Now let's be honest, over the years, Johnny Cage has been involved in different storylines of varying seriousness, but he remained a fan favorite regardless throughout everything. His absence from the Mortal Kombat film has subsequently been a source of disappointment for a lot of people. We all know that, right? But in spite of Cage's absence, the new Mortal Kombat movie was very promising and the response to the trailer has been overwhelmingly positive. Now, the finished product was very compelling and it had great promo footage. There was a lot of potential for that movie and it lived up to it according to a lot of people. Now, the sequel has always been confirmed and we got that big cliffhanger of Johnny Cage being on that poster. Now, I'll say this much. That's the perfect opportunity to reintroduce Johnny to the MK universe, I should say. And I got a few stars I got in mind that should play Johnny. Now, of course, I think Johnny Cage deserves his own spin-off and not Mortal Kombat 2. That's just me personally. But the person I gotta call up is Ryan Reynolds to be Johnny Cage. That's the person I would call first. Now, Ryan Reynolds has been one of the most popular potential castings for Johnny Cage, and with good reason. He has the right balance of suave and super zealous, I should say, that has always been the character's trademark. And he's proved his action comedy prowess in Deadpool and in Deadpool 2. Now, Reynolds isn't exactly a martial arts master by trade, something most of the new film's cast can claim on their resumes, but he could still be a great fit depending on how it's written. Now, given Reynolds' comedic talent, his version of Cage would probably scoot closer to the comical parts of the character than the more action-heavy elements. That could be for the best though if you really think about it. When Mortal Kombat 2 happens, as the current cast will still likely carry the bulk of the narrative weight, the bigger question is whether or not Reynolds is too big of a star to feature in a supporting role in a franchise like Mortal Kombat. The current ensemble is incredibly talented, but none of their names draw attention quite like Reynolds. Now, if I had to go with a second option, it would be Scott Adkins, right? Now, if Mortal Kombat 2 decided to take a more action-heavy approach with Johnny Cage character, Scott Adkins would be an excellent choice. Adkins, for those of you that don't know, is a skilled martial artist and actor. He's best known for his role in Yuri Boyka in the Undisputed films or as Casey Bowen in the Ninja franchise. Adkins has also made appearances in movies like Doctor Strange, IP Man, and he was in the Expendables. Now, Ryan Reynolds and Adkins even worked together on the critically acclaimed X-Men Origins Wolverine movie, where Adkins did stunt work for Reynolds' prototype version of Deadpool, which was pretty dope. So listen, Adkins has been a much requested casting for Johnny Cage given his track record with martial arts heavy roles. Even Joe, who plays Sub-Zero in the new Mortal Kombat movie, has expressed his desire for Adkins to play the character in Mortal Kombat 2. That's not a guarantee, but even he said he wanted to play it. But it sure is a strong vote of confidence when that sequel is made. Now, my third choice will have to be Jean-Claude Van Damme. I guess you can get an older Johnny Cage with him. Jean-Claude Van Damme is a bit of a dark horse though. I mean, he's a dark horse pick for Johnny Cage because of his age, like I said, but there's still one incredibly strong argument to be made for his casting. The character was literally based on him. Cage's signature kicks and movie star status were all inspired by Van Damme, who was a huge star at the time of the first game's inception, and now Van Damme could finally play the role on the big screen. I mean, it would literally come full circle. Since Cage doesn't seem to be part of the actual Mortal Kombat tournament in the reboot, a sequel has the potential to change him in some key ways, if desired. And older, grizzled Cage, perhaps already a veteran of past tournaments, would be an intriguing twist on a classic character, and it would present Van Damme with a perfect opportunity to bring him to life. Now, this version will inevitably be quite different from what gamers are used to, but it could be a great, interesting new direction that also rich with built-in nostalgia. Now, my next option will be Jensen Ackles. Jensen Ackles, man, when it comes to physical appearance, there's perhaps no actor in Hollywood more similar to Johnny than Supernatural's Jensen. Now, like Reynolds, Ackles has the right blend of on-screen charm and comedic chops to pull off the Johnny Cage balance, and like Reynolds, he's been a popular character among players. Unfortunately, Ackles also shares Reynolds' lack of proper martial arts training. For that reason, casting Ackles would likely also mean a more comedy-focused take on Cage, surely still with some quality fights though, like from Smallville to Supernatural and his upcoming role in The Boys. You know, he played that role in The Boys. Ackles has proven himself to be a charismatic veteran of the sci-fi fantasy space, and it's easy to picture him in that role, is what I'm saying. Now, of course, last but not least, The Miz. Now, last on this list is the man who perhaps more than anyone has embodied the spirit of persona of Johnny Cage throughout his career. Michael Gregory McZannon, better known as The Miz, has been wearing a Cage-esque supercellist swag in the WWE ring for years, and he's stretched the talent to a range of other projects, you know? The Miz has the look, he got the energy and the actual athletic resume to embody all traditional Johnny Cage character traits. When the Mortal Kombat trailer dropped and there was no Cage to be seen, some fans called out The Miz online as a possible choice. Now, the wrestler even responded on social media by asking Warner Brothers to call his agent, a very Cage move that seemed like part of a joke, but part serious. Either way, The Miz could certainly be in the running to play Cage for Mortal Kombat 2. And it was confirmed that we are getting the Mortal Kombat 2. So, The Miz, I've been watching him since he was Mike The Miz Mizanin, since he was on, I think it was called Real World or something like that. I watched him from that show, and I also seen his entire WWE career because I'm a WWE fan. I watched this entire career, and this man has grown. I got to give him his flowers because his flowers is deserved. I would love to see him get the role as Johnny Cage, as I do think it could take him to the next level. Now, at first, I didn't want him to get the role. I felt like he was too goofy, but Johnny Cage is goofy, so he can fit the character perfectly, and this can launch him into a mega star, and he'll possibly end up leaving WWE. That'll be good for him and, you know, my girlfriend Maurice, that he's currently married to, and I believe have a child. I'm not sure if they have children, but I just wanted to put that there. So shout out to The Miz, man. He's definitely on the top list of being called out to be played Johnny Cage. I know Mortal Kombat 2 is going to be good, but I really think they should have went with a Johnny Cage sequel, so that way Johnny Cage can get built as a character, have it all about him, and then bring him into the Mortal Kombat universe. I just want to say, Ed Boon, they got something big on their hands here, man. The franchise is finally getting off the ground the way it was meant to get off the ground to begin with. So I'm super duper excited for that. I couldn't be more happy for us MK fans and everybody else. So I want to pass this question off to you guys in the comment section below. Who would you pick to play Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 2? Would it be Ryan Reynolds? Would it be Scott Adkins? Would it be Jean-Claude Van Damme? Or would it be Jensen Ackles? Sound off in the comment section below.